Hi everyone, welcome to this lecture video. So for today, we'll be lecturing about linear congruence. Okay? Paralin din siyang linear equation. We're in here, congruence ang ating pag-uusapan. Okay? So for example, we have this particular notation or equation. AX is congruent to B mod N is called your linear congruence. Okay? Kasi nga, there exists a solution, yan, in the integer x sub 0. So, x sub 0, x sub 1, x sub 2, until your x sub n. Depende kung ilang solutions meron yung linear congruence natin. So, we have a sub 0, yan. A x sub 0 is congruent to b mod n. It is convenient to treat two solutions. Ax is congruent to b mod n. Which are congruent to n, that is equal eventually, though they're not equal technically, kasi nga congruence ang ating lecture, hindi naman siya equality. Okay? For instance, we have x is equal to 3 and then x is equal to negative 9. They both satisfy this particular congruence equation. Okay? Kaso, these are not different solutions. This is just one solution. Okay? I will show you later kung bakit ganun. So, we refer to the number of solutions of AX is congruent to B mod N. We mean that the number of incongruent integers that satisfies this congruence. Okay? Medyo Chinese pa siguro yung, yung pagkakaintindi natin dito. We'll try to simplify things like we always do naman through examples. Okay. So under your linear congruences, I just placed here one theorem. Actually, marami ito. Pero parang under din siya dito. Though we will apply some of the theorems later on our example or examples. Okay. Theorem, the linear congruence AX is congruent to B mod N has a solution if and only if. Yan na. Biconditional statement. D divides B where D is the GCD of your A and N. Yan, A tapos N. Find the GCD first and then once it divides your B, therefore it has a solution. Kung hindi, of course, no solution. Yan. And D has mutually incongruent solutions to modulo N. So, kung ano yung value ng ating GCD, it would be the number of mutually incongruent solutions sa ating mod N. Okay? So, the incongruent solutions is given by this equation. So, we have here your x is equal to x sub 0 plus N over D. Okay? Again, your D is your GCD and times T. Your t, later on, it will take on the place of your 0, 1, 2, 3, until you reach your d minus 1. So, for example, your GCD is 5, d minus 1, so 5 minus 1 is 4. So, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hanggang dun lang yung t na isa-substitute mo so that you'll find the next solutions. Okay? Example. So, consider the linear congruence 18x is congruent to 30 mod 42. Since the GCD of 18, ayan, 18 is your A, and then N is your 42 is 6. And 6 divides B. Okay? Ito yung condition natin, guys, ha? D divides B. So, 6 divides B. B is 30. Therefore, yan, it has a solution. And how many solutions are there? We have 6. Yan. So, exactly 6 solutions that are incongruent to modulo 42. Okay? So, by inspection, ang unang-unang hahanapin natin, what would be the x sub 0 or the first value of your x that will satisfy this congruence statement? Ayan. So, mag-trial and error kayo and if you try to substitute 1, so we have here 18 times 1. So, hindi naman lalabas si 30, tama? 18 times 2. Yan. Hindi rin naman lalabas si 30 as your remainder. And then, paano na ulit mag-ano ng ganitong statement, guys? Please recall. Tapos, or balikan ninyo yung, yung previous na na lecture video. Yan ha. Sige, try natin to. So, kunyari yan, sabi ko kanina. So, trial and error, 18 times 2 is congruent to, is it congruent to 30 mod 42? Ayan. Yung question natin, kasi di ba ang 18 times 2 is 36. So, 36, ito. Yan. Hindi naman 30 ang magiging remainder niya kung ang 36 i-attach mo dito. False naman ito. Next mo, itry mo ang 18 and then 3. 18 times 3, is it congruent to 30 mod 42? Ayan. Sige, 18 times 3 muna. So, we have 54. 54 minus 42, diba 12? So, hindi pa rin siya yung hinahanap nating remainder, which is 30. Next, you move on to 4. So, itry natin 18 times 4. Is it congruent to 30 mod 42? Okay? 18 times 4 is 72. Yan. 72 minus 42, it's 30. Yan. So, nahanap natin yung unang value, x sub 0 natin, which is 4. And using our equation, so we have here x, dito ko na isulat, is equal to x sub 0 plus n over d, yan, times t. Okay? So, dito guys, substitute lang natin. This is 4 plus, what is your n again is 42 all over d. What is the value of your d? This is your GCD, which is 6. Tapos i-multiply natin sa t. What would be the range of the values of your t? It would be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. We stop at 5 kasi until d minus 1. Your d is 6, minus 1 is 5. So, i-substitute mo lang lahat ng values. Start with 0. Yan. So, the next value is 11. Kapag i-substitute mo ang 1, input mo ang 1 dyan, next value is 18. Input mo ang 3 dyan, the next value is 25, and so on. And, you'll stop until there. So, you will have how many solutions? We have 6. Siyempre, yung pang-apat, yung value ng, pang-anim, yung value ng first na nahanap mo, which is 4. Okay? Shortcut. Alright. So, shortcut natin, di ba ang first step, okay. Ano ba yan? Umakyat. So, ang first step natin is to find for your GCD. Tama? So, ang GCD natin here, GCD of 18 and then 42 is 6. Okay? And then next, you try to find for the value of your x sub 0. Yan ha. X sub 0. So, ang x sub 0 natin is 4. Okay? Next, shortcut. For you not to use this one anymore, yan, you try to find for the distance between the solutions. Okay? And how are you going to do that? Get your n. So, your n divided by your GCD. Okay? Which is denoted as D. Siguro sa ibang sources, ibang variable ang ginagamit. Ayan. So, these variables are just arbitrary, okay, variables na it can take any form. So, pwedeng E, F, G, kayo bahala dyan. Basta naka-notate siya ng properly. Okay, so we have here 42 all over 6. Okay, so ang 42 divided by 6 is 7. So, our distance would be 7. Yan. Ano bang meaning niyan? So, x sub 0 plus 7. Okay? That will be your x sub 1. Until you add 7, you add 7, you add 7. Okay? Ganon. So, ang ating x sub 0 is 4. Yan. So, 4 plus 7 would be 11. Tama? Plus 7. Ayan. Sulat natin. 11. Plus 7 is 18. Tapos, plus 7. Ulit tayo, guys. That's 25. And then, plus 7. That will be 32. And then we have here plus 7, 39. Kailan ka titigil? Siyempre, pag nakuha mo na yung number ng solution. So, we have 2, 4, 6. Okay? Check natin kung tama doon sa... gusto niya ng mouse. Ayan. So, check natin. So, we have 4, 11, 18, 25, 32, and 39. So, those are the values of your x. Paano natin isusulat yan, guys? Yung solutions. So, for example, first solution, ang unang solution natin, we have 4 mod 42. Saan ko nakuha ang 29 sa taas? So, 4 mod. So, 4 mod 42. Yan. Another value, we have 11 mod 42. And until you reach x. Sorry, that's 39 mod 42. Okay? Ganun. Yan. So, there, shortcut. Natin shortcut. Ano ba? Parenthesis, 4, 11, 18, 25, 32, 39, mod 42. Sige, okay lang sa akin. Yan. Basta make sure na you'll show me the solution. How will you get this particular values? Okay? More example tayo. In solving your linear equations, di ba, we have linear equations which has which has one solution, many solution, no solution, mga ganun, di ba? Okay. Let's try this example. Let's say we have 2x is congruent to 7 mod 8. Okay. Our first step is to find for the GCD. Yan. GCD of 2 and then 8, which is obviously 2. So, if in case you have great numbers here, medyo matataas, what particular lesson are you going to apply again, or algorithm? We have here Euclidean algorithm for you to find the GCD. Okay, so in here, GCD is 2. And then, we need to check that your D should divide B. And then this one is your D, huh? Your GCD is your D. So, let's verify your D, 2. Does it divide 7? Okay. Answer, yes or no? The answer is no. Yan. So, therefore, this has no solution. Okay, so the value here does not have any solution. Ganyan na siya. Alright? Next. So, it's very crucial, ha? You need to check muna GCD, and then you check if the GCD divides B. Okay? Then, after that, hanapin muna si x sub 0. Okay. Next example. So, for example, we have 25x is congruent to 15 mod 29. Okay. First step is to check the GCD of 25 and then 29. But as you notice, 29 here, 29 is a prime number. So, these two are relatively prime. Therefore, GCD is 1. Okay? If the GCD is 1, you only have one solution. Kasi nga your D or your GCD determines how many solutions are there. Kung iisa lang ang solution, you need to take the inverse. Okay? Inverse of our congruence. When we say inverse, hahanapin natin yung numbers ng A, tapos N dito, that the remainder should be equal to 1. Okay? So, for ang maging itsura niyan, maghahanap tayo ng value ng, let's say, V, yan, or W kung gusto ninyo, na pag kinuha mo, ang kanyang remainder should be 1. Okay. So, what is the number here? what should be multiplied to 25 so that the remainder would be 1. Yan. Yun yung parang struggle natin. So, either, pwede kang yung parang ginawa natin kanina na trial and error. Pero kung ayaw mo yun, you can actually use your Euclidean algorithm. Diba? Ang ganitong equation, Ayan. So, ang ganitong equation, ang ating congruence, what's the meaning of this? That if we take the difference of 25w minus 1, it is equal to 29, yan. And there exists a certain integer, let's say r, yan, r is an element of z, wherein magiging equal siya dyan. Okay, di ba? Ang by definition. And then let's try to, play with our equation. Therefore, we have 25w. Ilipat natin tong 1 dito. Yan, minus 29r is equal to 1. Alright? And then let's try to apply your, let's say, division algorithm. Okay? Euclidean algorithm. So we have here 29 and then 25. Yan. So those are your A and B. So 29 is equal to 25 times 1 plus 4. Diba? Okay? Tapos dito, we take 25, tapos kunin natin si remainder 1 dito. Okay? So we have 4 here. And then, what should be multiplied to 4? And 25 divided by 4 muna tayo. So it's 6. 6 times 4 is 24. Yan. And then plus 1. Okay? So, kung i-rewrite natin, this will be 4 is equal to 29 minus 25. Diba? Tapos ito, 1 is equal to 25 minus 4 times 6. Okay? So, kunin natin ito. Yan, tong equation na yan. Hahanapin natin si CW. Tama? Anong value ni W para maging tama yung equation? Okay, so start tayo ng 1 kasi ito, 1 is equal to, syempre ito, 25 minus 4 times 6. Okay, tapos i-substitute natin si 4 dito. 25 minus 4 is what? 29 minus 25. Ayan. Times 6. Okay. And then we try to distribute your 6. Therefore, we have 25 minus 6 times. Ito na lang muna. Distribute muna natin si negative sign. Para hindi masyadong gulo. Minus 29 plus, okay, 25. Yan. Times 6. Okay, distribute natin. Minus 29. Minus 6 times 29. And then we have plus 6 times 25. Okay. Tapos magsamahin natin syempre. So we have here 6 and then we have here 1 times 25. Therefore, we have 7 times 25 minus 6 times 29. Okay. So, 7 times 25. Ito ang 25 natin. Ano ang i-multiply natin? We have 7. Okay? So, the value of W is 7. Now, since alam natin na ang value ng W natin is 7, i-multiply natin siya dito. Okay? So, this is okay. So, pag minultiply mo sa 7 yan, automatic na magiging 1 yan. Kasi nga inverse niya. Ano ba yan? Kita na lang natin para makita nyo. Okay? So, continue ko dito. Therefore, this will be x is congruent to 15 times 7. So, we have 15 times 7. 105. 105 mod 29. We can further simplify this one. Kasi 'di ba kung makikita nyo, so we have 105 mod 29. Pwede pa itong ma-simplify kasi masyadong malaki ito. Okay? So, kung isi-simplify natin yan, it would be yung same process natin, 105 divided by 29. So, ang sagot ay 3.62, tama? So, we have 29 times 3. Yan, 87. 105 minus 87 is 18. So, we have here 18 mod 29. Again, naging x ito kasi nga, ang hinanap natin guys is inverse. So, if you multiply the inverse to the congruence, linear congruence, it will go back to 1. Okay? It will go back to 1. Ayan. So, therefore, the value of x would be x is congruent to 18 mod 29. So, i-double check natin. Ayan, 25 times 18. Is it congruent to 15 mod 29? Oh, sige. Do your own and then i-pause ninyo ito. So, 25 times 18, we have 450. Yan. Is it congruent to 15 mod 29? Okay, 450 divided by 29. So, we have 15. 29 times 15. 435. Okay, so the remainder is 15. Ayan. So, tama ang ating solution. Okay, so x is congruent to 18 mod 29. Ayan. Sige, another one. I-try natin to. 5x is congruent to 2 mod 26. Okay. Ano ang ating unang step ulit? So, we have here GCD of 5 and 26 is equal to 1. And 1 obviously divides 2. Therefore, it has one solution. Okay? Pag one solution lang siya, hanapin natin yung inverse. Yan ha. So, paano natin hahanapin si inverse? Dapat itong A dito. At tapos yung n doon, ang remainder niya is 1. So, we assign a value. Kunyari, sige, V. 1 mod 26. Tapos yung same process, though pwede kang mag-trial and error dito para mahanap mo ito. So, yung process natin kanina, so we have 5V minus 1 is equal to 26 times there exists, siguro let's say, Z. Okay? Maging careful kayo guys sa paggamit ninyo ng arbitrary integers. Make sure na hindi siya nauulit ha. Kasi syempre pag naulit siya, ibig sabihin equal yung integer na yun dun sa ina-assignan mo. Okay? So, 5v minus 26z is equal to 1. And then we have your Euclidean algorithm. 26 is equal to 5 here plus 1. Yan. And then we have 5 is equal to yan, 1 dito. So we have 4 plus 1. Okay. Tama ba yung ating 5 tapos 1 is 1 ulit. Ayan. So 1 is equal to 26 minus 5 times 5. Then 1 is still equal to 5 minus 4 times 1. Okay. So ating 1 here, Siyempre, piliin natin yung ito na. Kasi ito na yung may values ng 26 tapos 5. Tama? Okay, so we have here 26 minus 5 times 5. Ayan. So, dito sa ating equation, i-distribute natin 26 negative 5 times 5. I mean, i-clarify natin ha. Itong negative 5 dito, ito yung value ng V natin. Ha? V. Tapos yung isa, we have here, yung 5 natin kanina is your B. Okay? So, dito, ang ating value is negative 5. Okay? Ang value natin is negative 5. Tapos, what are we going to do is to use that one to multiply it here. So, you multiply negative 5 and then negative 5 here. Okay? So, if we try to do that, we'll have x congruent to negative 10 mod 26. This one can further be simplified. Since negative yan, that will be, kulang siya ng 16, tama? Para maging 26. So, that will be 16 mod 26. Okay? So, i-try natin, i-substitute. We have 5 times 16. Is it congruent to 2 mod 26? Yan. Try muna natin. 5 times 16. Yes, 80. Yan. So, 80 divided by 26. 3. So, 26 times 3. 78. Yan, 78. Tapos, dun sa kabila, 80. Kaya tama naman. 80 is congruent to 2 mod 26. Okay? Therefore, our answer is x is congruent to 16 mod 26. I hope that is clear. Baka medyo naguluhan kayo dito pero wag ha. Kasi tingnan nyo, we take the form na negative kasi dito ha. Kasi yun yung ating equation. So, negative 5, yan, times 5. Okay? Tapos dito, 5 yung positive. Siyempre, yung katabi niya ang negative 5. Okay? Yan. So, yun. And if you have a negative number, okay, ang gagawin lang natin, gawin natin siyang positive 1. Okay? Positive number, I mean. So, in here, kailangan natin ng 16 para mabuo si 26. Okay? So, therefore, ganun lang din. Parang i-omit mo lang din kung yung negative or positive values. Actually, yung iba, hindi na nila ano kung positive or negative yung ating values. Pero kung mas maliit, yan, of course, kung mas maliit yung nandito, magiging negative yung remainder niya. Okay? So, yan. Next. Paano naman kapag hindi lang iisa ang solution, hindi lang din walang solution? Parang kanina, yung example natin. Sige, try natin ito. Ano ba? Sige, let's try this. 6x 15 mod 21. Okay. So, unang step, hanapin natin ang GCD ng 6 tapos 21. GCD of this one is 3. Okay. You can verify that one using your Euclidean algorithm. And then, does 3 divide 15? Yes, it does. Therefore, we'll find for the 3 solutions. And what would be the distance? It would be 21 divided by 3, that is 7. That is the distance. Okay? So, by merely looking, what we need to find out is our x sub 0. So, ano ang pinaka-starting value natin para ang remainder natin is 16? Siyempre, mag-trial and error kayo dyan. Sige, pause this video and then try to locate kung ano kayang magiging value ng x. Ako din. So, kunyari 6 times 4, ayan, 24. Hindi naman remainder niya is 15. Let's say 6 times 6. 36 minus 21. Yan, 15. Di ba, bongga? So, our x sub 0 is 6. Okay? And we know that the distance between the two solutions is 7. Kaya mag-add lang tayo. So, we have 6 plus 7. And then, plus 7 plus 7. Ganun lang siya. So, therefore, the values of your x, it would be 6, 13, and then we have 20. Mod 21. Ganun. Okay? Next one. Another example. Shortcut yung tinuro ko ha. Pero you can use this one. Yung equation dito, guys. Asan na? Ito. Same lang din naman yung lalabas. Pero kung gusto nyo lang mag-shortcut. Pero may sure kung mag-shortcut kayo, paki-show ako ng complete solution. Okay? So, parang 6 plus 7 is equal to 13 plus 7 plus 7. Ganun. Okay? Last. Sige, let's have this. 6x is congruent to 9 mod 7. 27. Ayan. 6x congruent to 9 mod 27. Una, hanapin natin ang GCD ng 6 and 27. It is again 3. Okay? Tapos, does 3 divide 9? Yeah. Therefore, we have 3 solutions. And what is the distance between the 3? It is 9. 9, 18, 27. So, 9. And then, we need to find for the first value na it will satisfy 9 as our remainder. Yeah. Try mo. 6 times 3, 18. Hindi. Mag-negative siya. 6 times 4, 24. Hindi din. 30, 3. 6 times 6. 36 minus 27. 9. 6 ulit. Okay, so our x sub 0 is 6. However, ang distance niya is 9. Therefore, our values would be 6 plus 9, 15. Plus 9 is 24. Yan. Mod 27. Okay? So, ganun. That is how you'll find your linear or solve your linear congruences. Okay. Yun lang. So, for the next lecture video, it would be your Chinese remainder theorem, pero baka I'll just be attaching a YouTube video na lang doon. Kasi that is just a common topic under number theory. Okay? Most likely, same lang din naman yung explanation niya sa internet. Okay? So, yan. Thank you so much for listening to this video, and I hope I'll get to, see you in person. Yan. Please check the activities that I'll be attaching. Okay? Again, if in case you have any questions, feel free to message me via Canvas inbox. Thank you.